I was having a chat with one of my subscribers yesterday, and once again we got into the old, is the signal strength on this any good issue compared to the signal strength on this. This is the RCN1 and this is the RM330. Now Jamie was saying that he has the DJI Mini 3 Pro and he has an RCN1. And this means that he can use the third-party app Drone Tweaks with his DJI Mini 3 Pro. Now his brother has the DJI Mini 3 Pro as well, but he only has the RM330. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't have the RCN1, so he cannot use the Drone Tweaks hack to put him into FCC mode for a better signal with this remote, because you can't install third-party apps on this. But there have been a few people online, and I think even maybe a couple of my subscribers have mentioned this, that you can do something called hot swapping, which means that you can fire up the Drone Tweaks FCC hack on this, the RCN1, and have it connected to your DJI Mini 3 Pro. And once you have the FCC hack running, you can then switch over, hot swap to the RM330, and the FCC mode will still be active. So I tested this yesterday online while Jamie and I were in the middle of a chat, and I'm going to do it again right now to show you whether this can be done or not. So when we talk about the FCC mode compared with the CE mode, it's a different frequency that the transmitters send out the signal to the drone and receive it back. And one is much better than the other. The FCC mode is a much better signal. That's not what I'm doing today. I'm going to be testing to see if you can hot swap and still get the FCC mode running with this RM330. So if you're not sure how to tell whether you're in FCC mode, thank you Caledonia, or not, what you have to do is, I'll load up the CE mode first. So I'm going to connect using the normal DJI Fly app. And if you click the three red dots and then go into transmission on an iPhone, if you look at the left hand side, you'll see that the first line is just below the -90, and that means it's in CE mode. Now if I switch over FCC mode, and it's giving me a wee warning, fly with caution, okay. I'm not going to update at the moment because everything's running fine, and if my philosophy is if something's working and it's not broken, don't try to fix it. So I'm going to say not now. But if we go into the transmission again and look at where the frequency is now, you'll see that the grey line is now above the -90, and that tells you on an iPhone or an iOS device that we're now in FCC mode. So that's how you tell on an Apple device whether you are in FCC mode or CE mode. If you're using an Android phone, there's a different way you can tell, and you can see that on the Drone Tweaks FAQ page right here. So now that we're in FCC mode with Caledonia, the first thing that I have to say is that some people have said that the way you hot swap is you go into FCC mode and then you launch the drone, and then when you're up you swap over to this device and you'll be in FCC mode with this device. But you can't do that. And the reason that you can't do it is because when you switch from this device to this device, you have to repair. Not repair, but repair the DJI Mini 3 Pro. And to do that, you have to press and hold down the power button. You can't do that if she's up in the air. So for all of those who said, yes, you just take off and then you switch over to this, They're talking nonsense, okay? Unless they've discovered a way to do it that I haven't, but I don't think they have. They're talking nonsense. Everyone I've asked, can you show me a video of you doing this? They've all suddenly gone quiet and I've never seen a video about it. So here's the video today, the proof of how it works. So to switch over to the DJI Mini 3, you have to go into the connection guide, and we're going to be selecting the DJI Mini 3 Pro. There's a lot of drones you can choose from, but obviously we're going to choose the Mini 3 Pro. And now it's searching for the aircraft, but it won't be able to find it. And we'll get a little message up here in a second or two saying that it can't find it, or are you having trouble finding the aircraft? It says unable to connect to aircraft. It's a question it's asking you. So I am, so I'll press that and I'm going to hit pair. And now I'm going to have to hold down the power button on the DJI Mini 3 Pro and it will pair. And there we go. So we're now paired the DJI Mini 3 Pro and the RM330. And now you'll see that the RCN1 tells me the aircraft's not connected, and they're flashing here. So we're not connected to this anymore, but we are connected here. So what I'll do now is, if I hit the three buttons and go into transmission, you'll see that the grey line is just below the -90, telling me that I'm in CE mode, not FCC mode. So if that's hot swapping, and I can't think what else could be hot swapping, then hot swapping does not work. It does not allow you to continue flying in FCC mode using the RM330. Now for those of you who messaged me and emailed me and sent me little links to other people who say that this works, I'm sorry, if you're doing it this way, it doesn't work. If you or anyone else that you know has found a different method for making this work, then please leave a comment with maybe a link or a description of how you would go about it, or how someone else says they would go about it to maintain FCC mode or to get FCC mode without jailbreaking this RM330. Then let me know and I'll carry out that test. So thanks Jamie for that fantastic idea for this video. I think it's very interesting, especially because there's a lot of misinformation out there with people telling you that this works when it quite clearly doesn't.